Hey guys, thanks for tuning on in. Today is Vlogmas video number 9, I want to say. I feel like it's video number 9. So if you're new, hi, I'm Ansley. This is That's Really Pretty, where we discuss all things related to beauty, makeup, lifestyle, blogging, all that good stuff. And if you're not new, hey, what's up? What's good? Thanks for coming back. I do appreciate the support, and I appreciate all the comments that you guys have been leaving me with tips and tricks and suggestions. So thank you for that. I will be incorporating some of that into today's video, so stay tuned for that. If you are not a new subscriber of mine, that should be exciting for you. But in any case, today I'm going to be doing like a full glam get ready with me type of thing for the holidays. One of my subscribers commented and asked if I could do something like that, and I said sure, okay. And for today's video, I'm actually going to be featuring a few products from the PatrickStarrr collection with MAC. So I figured that would be very appropriate for doing some full glam looks. So I'm going to step you guys through what I would do if I were going out for Christmas, New Year's Eve, like a holiday office party, something that would go great with any type of like simple outfit. Like I'm wearing black for this video just because it goes with everything. I also just painted my nails. I've got a little bit of Chanel on, a little bit of red for this week, so I'm trying to get into the holiday spirit. All right guys, so let's start with like primer, color correcting. So I do a lot of skincare in the morning, and because of that, sometimes I like primer, most times I don't. I usually just skip it. But if you're going out, primer is a good idea. It's going to help set your makeup, set the powder, set your foundation, set your blush. Everything you're putting on your face, you need a good foundation to start. You need a good base. So I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I love this stuff. It's very hydrating. It's not quite tacky, and I do like tacky primers as I want to feel like my makeup is sticking to my face. You certainly don't have to go that route. If you have oily skin, consider getting something that has like oil control or it's mattifying so that you don't feel shiny by the end of the night or super shiny by the end of the night. But I'm going with this. This would also be a good time to color correct. So I also picked up a MAC color corrector. So I'm going to cover up my hyperpigmentation. I'm also going to color correct with a little bit of green for areas that I have redness on the skin. And we're doing this just so you can create a nice even palette before you put anything else on. So I'm going to do that, and then I will be right back. Alright, so that was just some quick and easy color correcting. Right off the bat, I do really enjoy this MAC product. I did a little bit of hyperpigmentation correcting around, it's changing the brightness, a little bit of color correcting for my hyperpigmentation, also brightened under the eyes a little bit. It was very easy to blend and smooth out. I also do a little bit of green color correcting for my lupus and different parts of my face that are red. I have a video on that, so I will link that. But to buff everything out, I use this flat top brush. This is from Morphe. It's an E56. You want to stay away from swiping motions because when you're covering up something or trying to build coverage, when you do swiping motions, you're kind of thinning out the product, right? So if you want something to be covered, you basically want to put the product where you're trying to set it on your face, make sure it's in the right area, and then you just want to pounce on top of it. You don't want to brush it around and sweep it around too much because it's not going to do a good of a job either building up the coverage or covering up whatever it is you're trying to hide. So that is my base. Next, you want to move into foundation. So I'm going to link this. I have a really nice wear test on the Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation. I love this. It provides medium coverage out the bat. So I'm going to use this brush again to put it all over my face, and that'll help build up the coverage as well. I'm not going to speed through me doing this since I have that video. So if you would like to see that speed through as well as how it wears throughout the day, click on that. I'll have a card at the top. All right, so here's the foundation. Everything is applied. A quick technique trick is that you want to start towards the middle part of your face and buff the foundation out. Make sure you blend down to your neck. Depending on your forehead color, I will say. If you apply a lot of foundation up here and it's not a perfect shade match, you're going to end up having too much product and it's going to look off in terms of the undertone and or color. So I typically start with my cheeks, I'll bring it down towards my neck, and then I'll take the excess and I'll put it up at the top of my face. you don't have to apply foundation all over. So some parts of your face might not need it. Some parts of your face you might want to add a little bit more. Because I'm doing a full glam look, I'm going to do everything with foundation, but I don't necessarily want the shade to be off on the outer part of my face. So that is that. Next, I'm going to go in with concealer. I'm going to use something to brighten under the eye. So typically when you go with concealer, you want to go like half a shade lighter than your skin tone. Nothing too crazy. You still want to create a nice flawless canvas. So I have a video on this. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the shade Deep Golden, and my foundation is in the shade Clove. So I'm going to pop this on off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, so I have just applied my concealer. I put it in your typical concealer places, so down the bridge of my nose, under my eyes, kind of under my cheeks, as well as the top of the forehead and the bottom of my chin. So next, to set that concealer, I'm going to go in with Patrick's setting powder. I have not used this yet, but I am going to apply it with this new tapered brush that I got. And it's nice if you get something that has a point on the bottom of it, just so that you can get right under the eye without using this huge tool that's a little bit cumbersome in that area. So let me get this off. Whoop. So let's go ahead and whip this out. This is brush 138. So I'm just going to loosen up the powder a little bit so it comes out. There we go. So it's kind of like a pinky color almost. Let me see if I can. Here, I'll show you guys the container. So that's what the powder looks like. This is frosted. Let me see if I can. But it's more white on the brush. So I'm just going to lightly kind of dab this under my eye. Let me dump some out. And when I was in the MAC store, like the girls were absolutely dying over this powder. So I'm doing a bit of a sweeping motion. Technique tip on this one. I'm just doing my makeup for you guys. So I'll share, even if I'm not doing something, I'll share like a tip or a trick that I know just to help you guys out. So when you're applying powder and you don't want to disturb the foundation underneath, you want to go for more of a rolling technique. Because if you swipe it, you're gonna move everything else underneath your foundation around. So I'm just gonna apply this. I'm being bad. I'm gonna apply this in a sweeping motion, where I put everything in terms of powder. And so far this is nice. It's just like a regular powder. It's been selling like crazy though. So I'm not sure if I want to keep this. It kind of looks a little white almost, but it is making everything look beautiful. It is incredibly finely milled, which is nice, and a little goes a long way. So this is gonna last me 800 years. So if you guys are looking at my face and it looks a little white or light, like most of my face looks pretty light, don't worry, we need to bronze and we need to contour. So that's going to add warmth back into my face. And see how the foundation, my forehead is darker than the rest of this part of my face. So the foundation is making me look super light on the top of my head. But we're going to go in, no worries, and bronze and contour. So you can do both. I will show you my favorite bronzing products. I have two that I really enjoy. One is the Natasha Denona All Over Glow. Love this stuff. And then another, these are a little bit pricey. So this powder from Patrick's Collections in the $30 range. This, ooh, I got powder all over me. Natasha Denona is in a similar price range, either 30 or 40 bucks. This is in the shade 3 Dark. You get a lot though, so that'll last you a while. And then this is the Guerlain Terracotta bronzer. This is in the shade 7. So I am going to go in with the Guerlain just because the Natasha has gold reflect in it. It's beautiful, but I'm going to show you one side of my face kind of like all bronzed up. And I'm still taking this same brush, kind of packing the powder on. And just, the point of this is not to contour per se, so you just want to add a little bit of warmth back into the face. I don't know if you guys can see, just on the outer part of my face, just adding a little bit of color. And you can see, even like just looking at me now, it really takes down that side of my face and helps to slim it out a little bit. So I'm just going to go in on the other side, a little bit of this. Oops. In the same general area that I would apply my contour, I'm going to bring this powder a little bit forward though. because I feel round today. I want a thin face. So, and I have like a little splotch of skin right here and right here that foundation just never takes to. So that's what you guys see there. Just gonna warm up my face like so. I'll just go under my eye for a little bit. All right, so that's what I look like with a little bit of bronzer on. I'll go ahead and add the Denona because why not? So you guys can see a difference. I'm gonna turn to this side of my face. This does pull quite red, so I'm just gonna start lightly. I should be able to see it near my hairline. And I'm just bringing it towards the middle part of my face. Just sweeping it in. Just adding a little bit of color. I do like a buffering motion with this. This is not the best brush to do it, but just to kind of help mix everything. Definitely getting powder in my hair. I just dyed my hair, by the way, so it might look a little bit lighter on camera. I forgot to put my little cat ears on. So hopefully you guys can see. It just adds a little bit more warmth to my face. So going for that. Just gonna pull it forward a little bit on this part of my face. Alrighty, so bronzer is applied. I'm gonna use the same brush for contour because why not? I'm gonna go in with, this is the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. Go in with that. I'm taking myself out to brunch after this, and I'm about to go to Cheesecake Factory in just full glam makeup because who has time to wash this off? I just put in all this work. So I'm going in with the contour shade. That's what that looks like. This is, which kit is this? This is a deep one? Yeah, I'm sorry, medium to dark. So you apply your contour in a 3 shape. So I'm just tapping off the excess. This stuff is a little dark. I'm just gonna lightly pounce it to start. And then you want to go at the top of your cheekbones. Yeah, this is dark. But it's okay, because we're doing full glam. So, pounce that. And I do not go super heavy-handed with the contour. I try and just take the excess and put it on the bottom part of my chin. And just bring it down. Just kind of buff that together. Same here. Tap off the excess. Kind of pounce it to start. Now this particular contour does pull a little bit red, but that's okay. All right, so this is as contoured as I want to look today. Another option, I have featured this in a video. Tarte makes really nice contour products. So if you want something that's a little bit more neutral, you could go in with this. This is their Tarteist Contour Palette in shade 3. I am gonna apply this right under my cheeks. In that area, just to kind of chisel my face. Look, I'm looking slimmer already. I almost look a little sickly. All right, let me lay off the lay off the contour real quick. But I'm just accentuating my little cheeks I got going on. All right, so that is what I have so far. Let me get everything together to do my eyes real quick. I'm gonna do my brows off camera as well. This is just an e.l.f. brush. Just do your brows how you do your brows. I don't have an extensive brow routine. I kind of ignore my brows half the time. So I'm just gonna do these real quick and then we'll come back and we'll do eyes. All right, so I'm back. I did a few things off camera, filled in my brows. They just look like brows. I also primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Potion Primer in the shade Caffeine. I'm gonna show you guys the palette I picked up. This is in the shade, or the Quad Goal Getter. I also have some swatches for you guys. So let me show you the palette quickly. I don't know if you guys can see the actual color. So this is kind of like a mauve-y color. If I hold it back, it's just kind of hard to see with the lights I have in my room. But these are the swatches next to the palette. I'll hold it up a little bit so you guys can see. So the color is a little washed out. Head over to my Instagram, you guys. I did post these swatches already on my feed yesterday. A little bit of feedback for you in case you want to pick this up. The gold shade is very creamy. It's beautiful. The matte shades are a little rough in this palette. In particular, this one is kind of rough. This like pinky mauve color, which is this one on my hand. So each of these have names as well, but they're not really important. So this is a nice everyday palette. I would say out of the whole line, this could definitely be something that's worth picking up. We're gonna see how it performs on my eyes, but these are nice wearable colors. right off the bat, because these are a little like rough and powdery almost, this white is going to get messed up. So if you're someone that likes to have your packaging in a pristine condition, mine's already starting to get a little dirty, and the one at the Mac store was not in good shape. So just be wary of that. It's just going to stain the white plastic on the inside of the packaging. I also went ahead and put Mama Star on my lips. I picked up one of the lip glasses. Yeah, this is a lip glass. So it's similar to the Nicki Minaj collection that I got, really similar shades. This is what Mama Star looks like. I'll link my Nicki Minaj video as well, and I will show you guys. This is in the shade Spite. Show you guys as well. Mama Star is definitely pinker, so they're not quite the same. That's what those two look like together. I mean, on my lips, they look just about the same. So I would say pick up one or the other. If you like Patrick, pick up Patrick's one. This is just like a regular old lip gloss. I don't think this is one that's super special, so you might be able to pick this up or a similar shade. I'm sure there are drugstore dupes out here. It looks like clear gloss on mine. When I finish the look, I will put on a red lip, but I just want to add a little bit of moisture to my lips just to kind of prep them for that. But in any case, let's go ahead and jump on in. So I'm going to be doing a full glam look, or my take on a full glam look. So to start, I'm going to lay down a few transition colors. So let me grab those and let's do the eye look. I'm going to try my best to only use shades in here outside of, actually, I think I'm only going to use this to do a look just because I've got some transition shades and these colors are super accessible. So you can use comparable shades in your collection if you haven't picked this up, if you're not interested. These are just like everyday cranberry shades. You could probably pick up the Modern Renaissance palette or the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette, which I have videos on the Huda Beauty palette. So I will link that as well. All right, I'll stop talking. Let's go ahead and jump on in with today's look. So this is my final look. I don't know, you guys. I like the look. Okay, I like the look. This is very like holiday, festive, woo, fun, good times. I like the look. I don't know if I like Patrick's stuff. So let me take you through how I feel about each of the products. I mean, Mama Star, it's a lip gloss. It's nothing special. It's really like, it's nothing special. So I think this is going back to the store. They're gonna be so mad at me. But whatever. I tried it. All I can do is try it. So this is going back to the store. I don't really care for this. Let's see. I wanted to use this Bobbi Brown like highlighting palette I got. The packaging is gorgeous, for one. It's beautiful. But when I put it on my skin, it just, like on my cheeks, it didn't look like anything. And it's kind of hard to get out the pan. I don't know. I'm going to keep wearing it for a few days. I'm not going to return this immediately to the store this afternoon. It just feels like it's just kind of hard to work with. Like, it's similar. It's not quite a highlight palette. It's really similar to the Hourglass Ambient powder. Like, you can highlight and illuminate the skin a little bit, but it's not like Fenty Beauty highlighter. So I'm a little on this. Love the packaging though. Die-hard fan for the packaging. I ended up going with some of my handy dandy e.l.f. blush. This is a blush palette in the shade Dark, and I ended up doing a cut crease with my ColourPop concealer. I got this in the shade Fair 5. I used a Marc Jacobs gel eyeliner. For mascara, I use a Blink primer, and I use the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. So I use those two. On my lips, I use a Trestique matte lip crayon. This is in the shade Tuscan Wine. Very nice. Love this. It's a pretty shade of red. And then let's talk about this palette. So this is nothing special. That's the conclusion I've reached in doing my eyes. This reminds me a lot in terms of tones, similar to the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, as well as the Huda Beauty palette. I basically created that same look, and these shades are really muddy to me. This is going back to the store. They're really muddy to me. They're not as true as the pigmentation is in the packaging as it is on the skin. So I don't like this. I'm definitely going to take this back. I would say save your money. It's really nothing special. If you like Patrick, pick up a lip gloss. That's 17 bucks. This is like a hearty 30 something dollars. So they were raving about this yesterday in the store, and I was hoping I would like it. But like, even under my eyes, that cranberry shade, I have like 100 of these, especially the Modern Renaissance palette. I could have redone this entire look. So I think in terms of like holiday office party, this is a reasonable look. I would feel comfortable wearing this to work. I might tone down the lip a little bit because I don't really wear red lips, but it's the holidays, it's festive, I look cute. Like, okay, fine, sure, I'll wear red lipstick. But you do have a wide variety of options. You could really pair this eye with anything. I was hoping it was going to be more cranberry, and it's just not. It's like a dark, murky brown. So happy holidays, you guys. Here you go. No. So I would say if you don't like wearing false lashes, a primer does help to build up the intensity of your mascara. I do have lashes. I don't feel like putting them on for this video because, like I said, I'm going to eat pancakes after this. I'm taking all this off, going to eat pancakes. It's going to be a real nice time. But yeah, so this is today's look. This is Holiday Glam. Comment down below. Ooh, you can comment down below and link drop if you're a fan of Instagram or you have a video of your own. Put your videos down in the comments too, so we can all share and learn from each other. Let me know what you think about the PatrickStarrr collection. I've kind of given it a thumbs down, and I like Patrick. I mean, the powder I might keep. It is a lovely powder. It is really similar though to the Becca Blur powder, a soft light blur powder, which I do have a video on. I have so many videos on so many things I use, which is good for me, and hopefully good for you guys because you can see reviews that I have. But they're really similar, so I think that's also going back to the store as well. Yeah, the whole thing, it's all going back. It's all of it. They're gonna be like, why did you come in here yesterday? They're gonna be mad at me. But in any case, you as a consumer have the right to return stuff. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever change, and don't ever forget that. But yeah, guys, this is the video. Comment your comments down below. Give this a thumbs up. Let me know if you would wear this look to a holiday party or what you would change about it. I wish it came out more cranberry, but it didn't. So that's one thing I would change. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and share with your friends if you think they would enjoy this. I'm also going to have a link for this look on my Instagram, so I will comment it down below just so you guys can see what this looks like, not in video format. But yeah, happy Vlogmas, you guys. I'm pretty sure this is video number 9. We're getting there. It's almost Christmas. We're slowly but surely, I'm getting there with these videos. Hopefully you have been enjoying this process. I've been enjoying this journey, and I appreciate the support. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye.